session we had discussion about what is array, what is array. Next, what is the difference between array and object? Array versus object we discussed already. Have you remembered, right? Array versus object we covered already, right? Okay, so now my important terminology you people should aware, sir. What is the difference between array and object? What the difference between array and object, sir? Anyone, can you please tell? What the difference between array and object? Array is always talks about individual objects. Array is always talks about individual objects, correct or not? Okay, but object is always talks about a group of objects as key value pairs. Okay, how you can able to create object? How you can able to create object? Can you give an example for object? Yesterday we discussed, right, sir, where movie is equal to, yes, you can take multiple key value pairs. Name is some Bahubali. Name is a Bahubali, something like movie name. Next, year 2016. Next, hero is Prabhas, like this I'm taking, sir. Prabhas, like I'm taking. That's all, sir. This is one map object. Have you observed it? One map object. Sir, this is one movie, I mean one object. So in JavaScript, object is nothing but key value pairs within curly braces. We have to specify first key value, second key value, third key value. Like that we require to specify, sir. First point. Next, how you can access elements? How you can access elements? Here, order is not applicable. And we can't use and hence index, such type of terminology not applicable, sir. Remember this one. In which order the data is going to be stored, we can't expect. Order, such type of terminology not applicable. Next, index, such type of terminology not applicable, right? Remember, that's why. Then how you can access data, sir? How you can able to access data, sir? I want to get the value which is associated with the name of movie object. How you can able to get, sir? Just a movie of, just you can specify name. Regarding movie of name or movie dot name, both the things are acceptable, sir. Either within square bracket you can take a key or dot key, like both the things are valid. But here one speciality is, here compulsory within double quotes. Double quotes, right? But here dot. Remember that. Here compulsory it should be within double quotes, but here itself is nothing but dot. Here quote symbols are not there. Observe that difference, right? Even we covered already this example in the last sessions, right? 1 minute, sir. Let me open JavaScript developers console. Yes. Okay. Now I'm taking where movie is equal to, like this I'm taking. Yes, perfectly itself is valid. Yes, it's already there, sir. Next, how you can able to access movie of hero? Regarding movie of hero, like this I'm taking, sir. Movie of hero means Prabhas, by default we are going to get. Regarding movie of hero, Prabhas is the answer. So movie dot hero. Yes, even this one also by default we can able to access. Yes, both are acceptable. Either within square bracket you can take, yes, key within double quotes, or otherwise movie dot name itself is acceptable. No problem at all. Any doubt? Any doubt up to this? We covered already in the last session. What is the difference between arrays and objects? Next, how to create array with some data. How you can access the data of the array, like this, right? Next, how to create or initialize JavaScript objects. Sir, I want to create empty objects, sir. How you can able to do that? Where nums is equal to, like this. Yes, perfectly acceptable, sir. Itself is empty. Like this, it's acceptable. Or if you want, where nums is equal to, where nums is equal to new object, where nums is equal to new object, like this we can able to do. Somewhere we covered even arrays also, how to create an empty array, where nums is equal to, like this, array concepts are empty array, or where nums is equal to, where nums is equal to new array, like this we are going to take. Are you getting that? Where nums is equal to new array, like this, it is either this one is possible, or otherwise just like same concept applicable even for this also. But very commonly user concept is, yes, where nums is equal to curly brace open and close. This is the most commonly user concepts are, because it's a very easy when compared with the new object, like this, right? Next, once we create, I created an array. Yes, I created one object, sir. Sir, how you can add the key value pairs? How you can add the key value pairs? Sir, same as our Java concept, same as our Python concept, no difference at all. If you want to add the one key value, what we have to take is nums of first number. Nums of first number is equal to some 100 I'm taking, sir. Nums of first number is equal to, sir, 100. Now, sir, this key value by default added to the number, sir. Similarly, nums of second number, nums of second number, like this, second number is equal to 200, like this we can. Suppose if the key is already available, then the old value will be replaced with the new value, sir. Remember this one, if the first number is already there, then the old value will be replaced with the new value. Itself is acceptable, right? Sir, instead of this, if you want, there is another way is also there. Nums dot first number is equal to 100. Yes, your expectation correct, because while accessing we are using dot operator. Even while inserting data also, happily we are allowed to use, no problem at all. But in both cases, make sure, sir, yes, here if the specified key is already available, then the old value will be replaced with the new value. Remember that. Clear, right? Are you able to understand? Yeah, we know these things are considered as variable names only, not into values, not and so on. Do you know? If you observe here, keys are always what? Variables. These are not values actually, variables. So I have movie is one object. In that movie, what is the name? Name is one variable, corresponding value. Year is one variable, corresponding value. Hero is one variable, corresponding value. That's why these things are nothing but just a variable names only. There's no chance of you are going to take into values and so on. Regarding, just think a bit carefully. Yeah. Okay. So that's all. This is about what we can use the word, how to create empty map object. Empty object. How you can add values, right? Okay. Now take a bit very special care. I'm not getting sound audio. Sir, one small thing. At any point of time, if you are not getting audio, then log out and log in again. Still you are not going to get, then maybe some problem you have to check. If all the people are not getting, then automatically, sir, I'm going to check it. Don't worry. Are getting? It's a very common, because every day at least 2 or 3 students are asking the same doubt. Log out, log in. Yes. Clear, right? Okay. That's all. This is just a total discussion. Whatever we did, let me convert into a small chota example, right? Remember this one. Here, can you please observe that? I want to create where nums is equal to, sir, curly brace open and close. Sir, an empty object I created, right? Now, nums of okay, first number is equal to, here 100 I'm taking. 100 I'm taking, sir. Nums of first number is equal to 100 I'm taking. Nums dot second number is equal to 200 I'm taking, sir. Now let me print nums values. Can you please observe that? How many key values are there? Please respond. whether you are using square bracket notation or whether you are using dot operator, two key values by default added. Correct or not? Okay. Now nums dot sir first number is equal to 300. I'm taking. What will happen? Because fnum is already there. Fnum is already there. Then what will happen, sir? Old value will be replaced with the new value. Now have a look once. Just I'm taking nums. Nums. Have you observed? Now onward, first number representing 300 instead of 100. If the specified key already available, then the old value will be replaced with the new value. Any doubt? Can you please confirm? Everyone can able to understand clearly, right? Okay, that's all. So now next thing, how to iterate objects. Regarding iterating objects, how you can able to iterate objects. I want to iterate objects, right? Iterating means to access all key values, to access all key value pairs. What is the option we have? Okay, so very simple. We have to use for in loop. Remember this one. We never use for in loop already earlier, sir. We know general purpose for loop. We know general purpose for loop, sir. We know for off also. Somewhere we use it in the case of arrays for off. Next, we know for each method. For each method. But for maps, especially recommended is always sir for in. Remember this one, sir. For maps, recommended to use always for in. Remember that, sir. So now just have a look once. Recommended to take what we call editor, because instead of writing big code from the console, let me take in the editor, so that auto syntax completion, auto completion commands are there. It's easy to do that. Yeah, just wait for a minute. Yeah, sir, I want to iterate. I want to iterate like how you can able to do that, sir. Very simple. Very simple, sir. Sir, yesterday, have you remembered, right? This example we covered. Book what we call book management application. Already we discussed that. Yeah, yesterday. I hope this is the thing what we covered, right? Sir, now let me take. I have where nums is equal to sir, just I'm taking here first number is 100. I'm taking. Next one after that second number is the 200. I'm taking. Next one after that third number. Okay, third number is the 300. Like this I'm taking, sir, because values are numbers. That's why codes are not required. Because if the values are string type, like a hero name, movie name, then compulsory we require to use code symbols, right? Remember that, okay? So these are the numbers what we have. Remember, semicolon is the mandatory or optional? Semicolon is the mandatory or optional? You respond, man, optional. In the newer versions, it is optional. That's why, by mistake, if I'm writing semicolon anywhere also, acceptable. Even you are not writing also, no problem at all. Now my question is, I want to retrieve all elements. Boss, can you please print? I want to know only keys. I want to print only keys. What is the base? What is the way? For in. Regarding for in. Observe that. For in. So for each key in nums. Regarding for each key in nums, now what I want to take here is, I don't want to take, even if the local variable, right, where is also not required. If you want, you can remove that, no problem at all, or you can take also, no issue. Sir, now for every key present in nums, can you please print that key, sir? Can you please print that key? That's all. Sir, do you know what I'm doing, sir? What I'm trying to do? I want to print only keys. Whatever keys are there, sir, the syntax is very, very important. Observe that. For each key in nums, so in dictionary or in the map nums, every key, I want to get only keys. I want to get only keys. Now, let me execute this code, sir. Let me execute this code. But anyway, first, compulsory here, we have to use this particular HTML only. Next, and after that, Shift Control J. Next, here, sir, just refresh. Then automatically here, just observe that syntax unexpected error. Can you please tell where we are getting that error? Demo.js line number 5. Am I doing any mistake? Can you please cross check? Line number 5. Line number 5. Okay. Here, am I doing any mistake? Yes. Because another thing extra I took, sir. Regarding this is only one for loop. Only one for loop. I have, sir, one curly brace extra coming. Okay. Now, perfectly. Here, just observe that. Observe that. So, first number, second number, third number. I'm printing only keys. Have you observed right? Only keys. I'm trying to print only keys. Then automatically, this is the base. Suppose my requirement is, I want to print values. I don't want to print the keys, right? I want to print the values. There, what you can take here is just comment this one, sir. Now, console.log off. Sir, you know key. If you know the key, how to get the value? Please respond. If you know the key, how to get the corresponding value, sir? Yes, nums of key you can take. Or otherwise, nums dot key. Both the things are acceptable, sir. Nums dot key you can use, or nums of key you can use. No problem at all. Now, I have to get only values. Observe that 100, 200, 300. Like this by default we are going to get. Sir, how to iterate? Iterate the values of the dictionary. You people should aware clearly, right? Now let me comment this one, sir. What is the next thing we have to discuss? I want both keys and values, right? I want both keys and values. Then automatically log off. Sir, key. Can you please print a key? Key, sir, here plus key plus here just I'm taking colon like this. It's not Python. In Python we have here it's not Python. Directly you can use key colon next and after that nums dot key, sir. Are you getting nums dot key? Sir, nums of key or nums dot key, both the things are same. Can you please print the key? And once you know the key, then by using that you can get the value. Remember that. Okay. Now have a look once. First number undefined. Second number undefined. Sir, it's not coming our key. Not coming our key. Have you observed right? Nums dot key is not working. 1 minute. Even in the earlier case also we are going to face the same problem. If it is a variable, you can't access. 1 minute. Yeah. Undefined only we are getting. Means dot kind of convention is not. 1 minute. Let me take where. Is there any problem? No. No impact of this where. Yes. The only thing is, sir, compulsory. We require to use this square bracket only to access the value. But sometimes it's working, right? Let me take this one. That's all. Key colon nums of key. Key colon nums of key. Nums of key. Okay. Now have a look once. First number 100, second number 200, third number, okay, 300 like that. Sir, now I have one small doubt. Yes, let me check in the Mozilla. Is there any problem with the browser compatibility? Anything is there like? But sometimes we had such type of problem, right? Okay. Okay, well. Browser console. Excellent. Have you observed, right? First number undefined, second number undefined, third number undefined. Maybe. So it's a very clear indication. Recommended to use which convention? Can you please tell? Recommended to use which convention? Yeah, respond. Which convention, sir? Okay, like compulsory, highly recommended to use square bracket convention. Always a believable person, it seems. First number 100, second number 100, 200, third number 300. By default, you are getting. That's why make sure compulsory recommended to use square bracket notation. Okay, that's answer. This is about the what you people should aware how to iterate objects like this, right? So now what is the next thing I have to discuss for you people, right? Anyone can you please tell what is the difference between what the difference between arrays and the objects? Anyone can you please tell what the difference between arrays and the objects? Any difference? Two or three differences can you please cover? Can you please tell? Major difference already you people aware, sir. Major difference already you people aware. Onkar, it's not a DOM, it is the JavaScript finishing touch. Last topic. What is the major difference between arrays and objects, right? Can you please tell? Sir, arrays. Here just a matter of 1 minute. Arrays and then objects, like. Sir, here very simple. Arrays can be used to represent individual objects. Correct or not? Individual objects. Arrays can be used to represent individual objects. But objects can be used to represent key value pairs. Correct or not? Key value pairs. Okay, remember that. Next, here, order will be maintained or won't be maintained in the case of arrays. Can you spell out? Arrays, order, index, such type of concept applicable. That's why order will be maintained. Order will be maintained, sir. No problem at all. And the index concept is applicable. Are you getting? But can you please tell, is the order will be maintained or not? Order won't be maintained. Are you getting? Order won't be maintained. Remember this one, sir. Sir, next, what is the next one, sir? By using index, we can access and update data. Sir, by using index, we can access and update data also. Update data. But here, how you can able to do that? Can you please tell how you can able to do that? By using key, sir. By using key. That's all. By using key, we can access and update data. By using key, we can access and update data. There is no chance of index or such a type of terminology. Make sure, sir, in the case of arrays and object, in the case of objects. So if any person is asking, in JavaScript, there are two main data structures are there. One is arrays concept, second one is objects concept. What is the difference between arrays and objects? Simple, sir. Arrays, individual objects. Next, objects are nothing but key value pairs. Next, arrays, order will be preserved, order will be maintained. But in the case of objects, order won't be preserved. There is no such type of order. If you want to access the data, index will play the role. By using index, we can able to get the data in the case of arrays. But index concept not applicable for objects. That's why compulsory we require to use key concept. By using key only, we can able to get the data. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, that's answer. Sir, next, one more small point is there, sir. Correct. Waiting for name. Who is that? In JavaScript, objects are managed as a dict in Python. Correct. In Python, we can use the word dictionary. Next, Onkar. Legend. In the Python, we can use the word dictionary. But in JavaScript, we are using the word objects. In Java, we are using the word map concept. Are you getting Java map concept, key value page, Python dictionary concept, JavaScript objects concept, all are similar kind of topics. Okay, but the terminology will be changed from language to language. Next, one more point, sir. So that's what the name is confusing. Yesterday I told, right, they didn't use that much meaningful word. Okay, that is, sir, anyway, because the problem is the person who is going to learn only JavaScript, for them, okay, they don't know any other languages, so that's why they can, object means key values like. But we have multiple knowledge, right? That is the bigger problem here. We have multi-language knowledge, right? Okay, that is the bigger problem. Okay, if you without anything, just with blank mind, if you start learning JavaScript, we never going to face this type of problem. But every time mapping with Python, mapping with Java, that's why too much knowledge is also sometimes creates bigger problem. Yeah. Okay. Now next terminology, sir. Here inside arrays, we have for arrays and for in objects to retrieve the data. Correct. To iterate over arrays. For of loop we are going to use in general to iterate the data in objects concept. For in loop we are going to use. Correct. It's also another difference. Generally we are going to use for of. In the case of arrays, for of we are going to use generally. Yeah, clear up to this? Up to this is the clear, right? Okay, now here just to take a bit very special care. We covered just now array and then objects. We covered just now array and then objects. Can you please tell what is array, sir? What is the word array? Array is nothing but a group of. Please respond. Array is nothing but a group of individual objects. Correct or not? Array itself is nothing but a group of individual objects. Remember that. Now, do you know inside array, yes, one object, one individual object, is it possible to take these objects or not? Regarding these objects or not? Now observe that where movies I'm taking is equal to, it is array. It is array, sir, square brackets. In the first object is name. Name is Bahubali. Name is Bahubali. Comma. Year is 2016. Comma, year 2016. Next and after that, here hero. Just I'm taking Prabhas. Like I'm taking, sir, Prabhas like. Sir, have you observed, right? Have you observed? First object inside array is ready, but this object, instead of one individual object, I'm taking object itself. It's nothing but a group of key value pairs. No problem at all. Now my next target is, yes, you can take yes, inside one more thing, sir. One more, yes, you can add any number, no problem at all, sir. One more thing I'm taking, just one more. Next and after that, third, like this, right? Now, at last I'm taking, sir, yes, this is the square bracket. Can you please tell, this movies array contain how many elements? Movies array contain how many elements? How many elements, right? 3 elements, 3 objects, 3 elements, where each element is object type. Where each element itself is the object type. Remember this one, sir. Perfectly it is possible. So inside array we can take objects. Inside object you can take array. That's why nesting of arrays and objects is always possible. Remember that, sir. Nesting of arrays. Nesting of arrays and objects is always possible. No problem at all, sir. Inside array you can take object. Inside object you can take array. Anything inside anything is always possible. Correct. Anything inside anything is always possible. Nesting concept is applicable, right? Now I can use the word. This one is nothing but array of objects. Correct or not? Array of objects possible. Similarly, object of arrays also we can able to take. How you can, that part I will take care. Just observe first off. Okay, right. So now my question is, I want to access this data. Okay, anyway, theoretically, okay, sir. Let me keep into the executable form. So that's all. This is the code, whatever I am taking, sir. 100% pakka itself is valid, right? Now I want to print. Just to take a bit very special care. Let me sir save this code. Let me open the corresponding JavaScript console. Yes, this is the JavaScript console, sir. Yes, it's already movies is there. Already movies is there, sir. Now let me take movies. Are you getting that? Movies. Have you observed? I hope you people 3 elements are there. In that 0th element is nothing but name Bahubali. 1 minute. Let me change the names, right? Otherwise you people may get the same. Sanju, okay? Year 2018. Next one after that, what is the hero name? Ranveer or Ranbir? Ranveer, right? Sanju. Ranveer. Oh. Ranveer. Okay? Sanju like here just I'm taking Ranveer. Okay, Ranbir Kapoor. Next name here just I'm taking one more Telugu Atraflop movie 2017. I'm taking here Mahesh. Like this I'm taking, sir. That's all. Sir, now this is about my array, whatever I have. Now let me print movies. Now 3 elements are there, sir. Okay, 0 name like this perfectly with the value. Now movies of 0, if I'm asking, can you please observe? First one is coming or not? Movies of 0, first one is coming or not? Yes, only first object is going to come. Similarly, movies of 1, if I can ask, second one is going to come. Now movies of 0 means first object. In that what is the hero name? Regarding movies of 0 means internally object. In that, what is the hero name? Can you please tell what the output we are going to get now? Can you please observe this line? Movies of 0 of hero. What is the output by default you are going to get, sir? Yes, Vaishnav. Perfectly valid. Yes, Prabhas is the answer. Prabhas itself is the answer. Movies of 0 means map object. Object in that hero name. Next, movies of 2 I'm taking. Movies of 2 I'm taking. Sir, under just year I'm taking, sir. Under year I'm taking. Can you please observe that? What the answers are? 2017. Regarding movies of 2. 2 means 0, 1, 2. Last object 2. Like this, right? So from this discussion, what you people should aware, inside array we can take objects, no problem at all. Similarly, inside objects we can able to take arrays also. How, sir? How it is possible, sir? Just observe that. I'm taking where number groups. I'm taking, sir, where number groups is equal to like this. Sir, what is this one? Can you spell out what is this one, sir? Number groups is equal to just it is the object. Like in that, what I'm taking, sir? First group is, sir, usually first group is 10, 20, 30 I'm taking, sir. Yeah, this is the first group, sir. First group is the key name. Value is, instead of just one individual object, I'm taking array, sir. No problem. Itself is acceptable, right? Now second group, next I'm taking some 40, 50, 60 I'm taking, sir. 40, 50, 60. Next third group I'm taking instead of, sir, 70, 80, 70, 80, and then 90 by default I'm going to take. Perfectly. Itself is valid or not? Please guide. Is it valid or not? Yeah. That is a Vaishnav. That a dot kind of thing sometimes it's not working. That's why ignore. Always recommended to access by using square brackets. Square bracket. That's why ignore that dot. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not working. So we are not going to do postmortem on what is the internal reasons and so on. That's why ignore that. Okay. Yeah. Now here my requirement is, sir, this is about number groups. Number groups, right? So a map contain, I mean object contain arrays. Sir, it is object of arrays. Are you getting? I can use the word. It is object of arrays concept, right? Now, how I can able to get the data? Very, very simple, sir. Can you please guide? Can you please guide number groups dot SG. Number groups dot SG, or otherwise of SG. You can able to use, right? Sir, dot anything, no problem. Dot SG. Dot you can use, or within square brackets also you can use. In the SG means this is the thing. In the, sir, first index value I want. Then automatically, what the output by default you are going to get now? Can you please tell what the output by default you are going to get? First index value 50. Something like you can able to access. Yes, 1 minute. Let me cross check. Is it really going to work or not? Yes, here. Just let me. Yes, I'm taking. Okay. Now here just have a look once, sir. What about my requirement is number groups dot SG, second group of one, then automatically 50. Perfectly it's going to come, sir. Next, I want to use number groups of, sir, within SG. I'm taking compulsory, sir. You have to use SG, sir. Of 2 I'm taking. Have you observed, right? 60 is going to come. Are you getting? 60 is going to come perfectly within square bracket style. You can use dot anyway you can, but recommended to use, better to go for square bracket kind of thing. Clear, right? Please confirm. Are you able to understand? Yes. So inside objects we can take inside array we can take objects. Inside object we can take array. Nesting of arrays and objects is always possible, no problem at all, sir. Okay. Next, sir, there is one very dangerous concept, sir. We never discussed this type of concept in any other programming language. Take a bit very special care for the next 10 minutes. Take very special care for the next 10 minutes, right? Remember that a bit dangerous concept. I'm ready to talk. Object methods. Are you getting what is the concept, sir? Object methods. Methods like. Sir, what is the meaning of object methods? What it means like? Sir, JavaScript object can contain methods also. JavaScript object can contain methods also. Methods also, sir. Yes, itself is possible, man. It can contain methods also. No, not inbuilt methods, sir. I'm not talking about inbuilt methods. Boss, math dot something like. No. Inside, as a member, if you want, you can able to take the method. Regarding inside, if you want, you can able to take a method, sir. Method as a member. What it means, sir? Because I told we never discussed in any programming language like this, right? So make sure JavaScript objects can contain methods also. Can contain methods also, sir. JavaScript object can contain methods also. How you can? Where my obj is equal to, just observe that. A for apple, like this I'm taking, sir. A for apple. Next, B for, okay, some banana, or B for banana, like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, well, B for banana, like. Next, take a bit very special care. M1, M1, sir. This is key value. Here key is M1. What is the corresponding value, sir? Pass. It is a function. It's a function. Anonymous function, sir. It's a function. Console dot log of object method. Like this I'm taking, sir. Object method. Like this I'm taking. Now take a bit very, very special care. Object method. Like this I'm taking. Yes. End of the method. End of the method. Sir, do you know this end of, sorry. This is the end of the method. Sir, do you know this is A for apple completed, B for banana completed, M1 means functions are curly brace open, within curly brace this total data by default I'm taking, and then end of the object. Wonderful, sir. Have you observed? Have you observed, right? How many, sir, key value pairs are there? 3 key value pairs are there. Here, sir, one key can talk about the one key represent function also. Function itself also is possible, man. So inside JavaScript objects, we can able to store. Okay, this type of things also. Sir, yes, we never saw this type of convention in any other language like Python or JavaScript and so on. Yes, itself is applicable. How you can call this method, sir? Very simple. My obj data m1. My obj data m1. Happily, it is going to come, no problem at all. Happily, it's going to work, no issue at all, sir. Itself is, yes, multiple statements are possible. Any number of statements you can able to take, man. Need not be only one statement. Because curly braces, within curly braces, you can take any number, no issue at all. Okay, like that. So that's how this here, my object dot m1. Yes, it's a method call. It's not property. So that's why within square bracket you may not. It's a method call. That's why. So now just have a look once. Let me copy paste here. Yes, I'm taking object method. Is it executed or not? Yes, sir. My obj dot m1. Again I'm doing yes object method. Like that perfectly it's going to execute, sir. So these things are by default considered object methods. Remember this one. These things are by default considered as object methods. Right? Okay, like next, sir. Inside, good. Inside permanent. Now the point is going to come. Just a legend. M1 is the caller, right? Yes, we are calling M1. By using this obj. We are calling M1 by using this obj like that, right? Any doubt? Okay. Now, sir, there is one small chota word is there. Sir, have you ever heard this keyword? This keyword. This keyword is very common in Java. This keyword. This means what? Current object. This means current object, right? Current object. Now, in Python anyway self, but talk about Java. In Python self, but in Java this is the same. Okay, points to current object. Now I'm taking legend this one, sir. A bit dangerous point I want to tell, sir. Observe carefully. This means current object, right? Sir, one student already asked, sir, okay, you are telling just a console.log of object method. Sir, I want to access data of A, B, and B. Like that I want to access. What is the possibility? Can you please let me know? Like one student is asking, sir. Very simple. I'm taking. Observe that. Where movie. Just instead of typing, I'm taking where movie, sir. Sir, name, year, and like this. Sir, now get info. Like this I'm taking. A function I'm taking, sir. Function. Okay. Like this I'm taking. Now I want to print. I want to print console.log of. Okay. Movie name. I want to print, sir. Anyone can you please tell how you can able to print movie name? Anyone can you please tell? That's what current object. This dot name. Are you getting? This dot name. Current object means current movie object, and what is the corresponding value of name? This dot name. This is always pointing to what? Current object. Remember this one, sir. Next, console dot log of movie year or released year. Are you getting right? Released year, like this I'm taking. Released year, like this. This dot year. Next, console dot laga hero name. Are you getting hero name? This dot hero like this. So very common word the people are going to use. Very common words the people are going to use. Okay, this keyword. This keyword is nothing but current object. Remember this one. This keyword is nothing but what? Current object. Sir, here how many key values are there? In this, how many key values are there? Ravindra Singh, I will explain. How many key values are there? Can you please tell? 4. First key and value. Second key and value. Third key and value. Fourth key and value. But here, fortunately, first 3 things represent data, but the fourth one is going to represent function. Object can contain data. Object can contain functions also, methods also. Such type of things are nothing but by default consider object method. Okay. Next, within the object, if you want to access current object properties, then we require to use what? This keyword. In DOM, we are going to use these concepts. Make sure you should be aware. In the DOM, we are going to use this concept. That's why compulsory you should have this keyword. Just remember that we are going to use, because in the JavaScript code, the same code we are going to use in the DOM also. That's why this there we are going to use somewhere. Okay. Now I want to call this function. How you can call this function, sir? Very simple, sir. Movie dot get info. Movie dot get info. That's all. Movie dot get info. Like this I'm taking, sir. Next, is there anything to protect the data? I don't think, Vaishnav. Here, I don't think access modifiers terminology. Okay, movie dot get info, like this, right? Sir, Ravinder, are you able to understand? Ravinder, are you able to understand? Movie dot get info. Movie dot get info. That's all. Just the movie is object. Get info is the method what we have. Now let me take this code, sir. Let me consider this code. Okay. Now, yes. Can you please observe uncaught syntax here? 124 11. Where is that? Can you please observe that? Any curly brace extra we are taking and so on. Here this function should be closed. This function should be closed. Under this map, I mean object should be closed. Okay. Well, movie dot get info. Movie dot get info. Movie name Bahubali. Next, released year 2016. Next, hero name Prabhas, like this. Clear, right? Object is means what? I didn't get you. So now name object. Yes, maybe acceptable. Alternative methods to create object means only 2 ways are there, sir. Only 2 ways. One is, sir, if you want to create, this is the empty, like this you can able to create where my obj is equal to like this, and then you can add the data, or otherwise where my obj is equal to new object, like this we can able to take. Clear, right? Yeah. That's all. So this is a remove kind of thing. I don't know what about delete such type of terminology. Is it there or not? Just even in the case of map also, is there any method to delete? We require to check, man. Okay. Sir, if work like class object, something like yes, man. This total thing is one object. This object contains some data. This object contains some functions also, some methods also. Such type of methods are nothing but like this, right? Yes, you can able to take a function outside. then automatically if I can take function outside Mahesh, if I can take function outside, then how you can able to access this data? Are you getting right? Compulsory we require to access movie something like. Instead of that, within that this route itself is more easy. Next, moreover, modularity. This function is required only for movie. What is the need of taking outside? Modularity. Wherever it is required, there only we can able to define. Clear, right? Yeah. Sushil, you are asking about which one? Are you talking this one? Sushil, or this one? First one, movies or numbers? Okay. Yeah. So first what you can able to do is, so digest whatever the things whatever I covered, just go through the video once, and then in the next session we will go for a small mini project. Okay, a small mini application just like our banking application. I will do that. There nesting of all movies, all the things are going to be covered. So share, don't worry. Just aware what is object, next what is array, next the nesting of arrays and objects, next what is about this keyword, next how to retrieve the elements, all those things we are going to convert into a small executable code. Okay, so that a small mini application, there you can able to get much clarity. Clear, right?